Welcome to my channel. Do you know who rules the desert? Camels do. They're perfectly suited for life in the desert and can even survive in the harshest conditions. But how? Let's find out. Hi, I'm your host, and you're watching this channel. Camels are mammals that belong to the family Camelidae. The family has 4 living members: the dromedary camel, the Arabian camel, the Bactrian camel, and the llama. Llamas are native to South America, while camels are found in Asia and Africa. There is another extinct member of the family, the wild Bactrian camel, which died out in the 19th century. All camels have 2 toes with thick, fleshy cushions on the bottoms, which help to distribute their weight and provide traction on shifting sand. Their long strides help them to move swiftly across the desert, and they can even run up to 64 kilometers per hour. There are 2 main types of camels: those with 1 hump, like the dromedary camel, and those with 2 humps, like the Bactrian camel. Both are well adapted to desert life. One advantage that camels have over other desert animals is their ability to store water. You see, camels can go without water for a very long time because they've evolved to survive in dry and hot climates. When they're in an arid environment, they can survive up to 2 weeks without drinking water, thanks to some pretty amazing adaptations. First, they can reduce the amount of water they need by producing concentrated urine and dry feces. Second, they can tolerate a significant loss of water from their bodies. Usually, when an animal loses 20% of its body water, it becomes severely dehydrated. But camels can handle losing up to 25% of their body water without suffering any ill effects. That's why when you see a camel in the desert, it may not seem like they need water. But under that tough exterior, they're actually really thirsty. Camels don't sweat much, but when they do, they only lose about 8% of their body water, which is much less than most mammals. Plus, they don't pant, so they don't lose water through evaporation. Instead, they rely on a special adaptation called a water-conserving hormone. This hormone tells their bodies to hold on to water instead of getting rid of it. It also tells their kidneys to produce more concentrated urine, which helps them conserve even more water. And finally, they have the ability to rehydrate very quickly. If they're given water after a long fast, they can drink up to 100 liters of water in just 10 minutes without getting sick. Some people say camels have humps on their backs, but that's not entirely true. What looks like a hump is actually a fatty deposit. These deposits can weigh up to 36 kilograms, and they serve as an energy reserve for the camel. They also help the camel regulate its body temperature. The fatty tissue reflects heat from the sun, which helps keep the camel cool in the daytime heat. At night, the camel's body absorbs the reflected heat and stays warm. Camels are herbivores, which means they eat plants. They mostly eat grasses, but they're not picky eaters and will eat just about anything. They can also go a long time without food, thanks to a special adaptation called the ability to fast. Camels can survive without food for up to 2 weeks because they can slow down their metabolism and use stored fat for energy. Camels are known for being able to endure extreme temperatures. Whether it's the scorching heat of the desert or the freezing cold of the night, camels can handle it all. In the desert, their bodies are designed to reflect heat, which helps them stay cool. And at night, they can use their fat reserves to stay warm. That's why camels are often seen as symbols of endurance and adaptability. Camels have been domesticated for thousands of years and have played an important role in human history. They've been used as a source of meat and milk, as well as for their hides and hair. They've also been used as pack animals to carry goods and as riding animals. Camels are still used today in many parts of the world, especially in Africa and Asia. Now you know why camels are the ultimate desert animals. They're masters of the desert, and they've earned their title. Thanks for watching. See you next time.